Welcome back to another video. This is the third in a 3-part or 4 or 5-part series or whatever. This is the beer fermentation fridge, and I've done the beer. It's in the barrel ready to rock and roll. If you watch the other couple of videos you'll see. Let's get down on our knees, have a look underneath my bar, see what I've done to my fridge. It's looking good actually. It's holding the temperature that what I wanted it set at. It's 20. So I'll grab the camera, I'll take off the tripod, I'll grab the camera in my hand, we'll wander down, see what I've got. I'll keep on about this little bit of kit. Inkbird. I've got that connected up at the moment, but I'm waiting for a Wi-Fi one to come through. The Wi-Fi one is so much easier to set. I've set this one up okay, but the Wi-Fi one you can set on the unit or on your phone, and you can analyse or monitor the temperatures and alarms, etc. on your phone. So whenever you're in the house or on holiday or wherever you are, you can keep an eye on the temperature if anything goes wrong, etc. With this one, so I've traded them in whatever. I'm using this one for now though, so because I wanted to crack on with it. Without further ado, let's get down on our knees. So here we are, down by my bar, behind my bar. So I've got the beer engines there, beer pumps there. Excuse the mess. It is a bit of a mess here. Now I've got an old hot point fridge freezer here. I've done a little bit of research. The lower the number, the warmer the fridge is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got on 0 or 1, so it's warmer because I want it warmer. I don't want it sort of too cold. It gives the temperature, the heater, less work to do. Now I'm using that thermostatic tubular heater, and that is switched on. Let's open the fridge. I'll show you what I've done. Now this is my beer in a bag fridge. There's no light coming on because it's not actually, it's on, but it's not cooling. I think that's right. There we go. So this is what I've done. There's my heater at the back there, the one I just showed you, the leaflet, the tubular heater. If you want the sizes, let me know. Put in the comments. I'll tell you what size it is. I think that's the 1.5 foot one. That's off at the moment. So there's the hole there in the side of the fridge. There's pretty much nothing in these. Don't forget, it sounds strange that you could put a heater in a fridge. Don't forget, a fridge is just an insulated box with a refrigeration unit at the back. Here's the hole for my beer in a bag tube pipes, which I've used before. There's that set up there. I'm using that hole. I've not drilled in any more holes. I didn't want to cut the plug off the heater. It's a sealed plug. The probe for the Inkbird is here, and this is the plan. So what I've bought, I've unplugged the fridge. Right, let's just start from the beginning. Hang on. Because the socket was right at the back there. Right, the fridge is open. That's good. Look, that shows you it's working. If you look now on there, there's the unit. And that's cooling it now. The fridge has come on. That's why the lights come on, because that's cooling the fridge. Because I've got the door open. All right. Let me show you. These are brilliant, these things actually. I'm quite impressed. So I've plugged into the wall at the back there an extension socket mounted here, which is handy. It's out of the way. There's no water dripping on that. It's out of the way. That's handy for other stuff on the laptop when I do my lives, etc. This is dangling down at the moment because I'm going to get the Wi-Fi ones coming through the post. So let me just explain to you what happens here. On this socket here, this is what's called the Inkbird. You go into the settings. If you want me to go through the settings, I'll do another video for the settings. You go into the settings, you set the temperature you want it at, then you set a plus or minus temperature, because you don't want the fridge going off every 5 seconds. So I think I've got to set it to 20. I think I've set it to 20.5 and minus, whatever. But I want it set it at 20, a constant 20. So what you do, you plug that unit into the wall, into the mains. The fridge is plugged into one socket. It says actually on there underneath cool. The other one says hot. So one's for the heater, one's for the fridge. You set your temperature on this and a plus and minus temperature. You also set another setting which is handy, which is the dwell time between the fridge kicking in on and off. You don't want your fridge going on and off, on and off, on and off all the time. You'll break the refrigeration unit. So I think I've set a 3 or 4 minute delay at the moment. More on that later. If you want me to do another video on that, I will. So let's have a little look. So what happens is, the heater at the back, That's off at the moment. The fridge has come on, so it basically switches from one to the other. The fridge is on. So what I'll do, I'll take this out of the way. The plan is, my beer goes here, I hope, and then the probe goes inside the thermo well with the beer. So let me go and grab the beer and see if I can lift it in on this shelf. Wow, again that was heavy, so if you're going to struggle, get someone a bit younger and fitter to help put your beer in there. So there's my beer that I've done earlier in the previous video. I'll put the little airlock to one side, and I made sure that the thermo well, which is a stainless steel tube I mentioned in my first video, is to the left, and I made sure that the temperature's there. I've also got another little temperature doobry here, but I don't really need that. I bought that for my beer in a bag, but I'll sit that there. I might as well to keep an eye on everything. Now plan B, I didn't realise, I tried this in empty the other day and it fitted in lovely. With a heater behind, it didn't fit in, so I've now moved the heater below the shelf. That's quite solid, and the beer is actually sat on the back shelf as well now. That lump where the mechanisms are, the refrigeration unit, etc. So that's worked out all right. That's worked out all right there underneath, and heat can pass through here. I know some people do drill holes through there, but I'm fine as I think, because you've got a gap here. I've taken out everything here. I can leave this one here. That can stay in there. In actual fact, you could put the heater in there if you wanted to. But that's fine where it is there, so I'm happy with that. So what you do now, the probe from the Inkbird here, I feed in to the thermo wheel to the bottom. That's touching. So that, there you go. So that temperature probe now is inside the thermo well, which is inside the beer. So that's taking a proper reading of the beer. I'm out of breath still. Heater there. I'm not going to drill a hole. I've got a hole. That's actually come on now. It's quite adequate, I think, just to shut the door on that cable. It's I could thread the cable through it. I might do one day, but it's got a sealed plug on it, so. And I'm on my knees. I'm knackered. Right. So that door should shut on it like that. I think some people put tape on there to hold that fridge shut, but that seems okay. Let me just double check it. That seems to be closing fine. The heater seems fine. Get near to the front a bit, I think. Put that like that. So that's it. That's my beer in the fridge, being maintained at 20 degrees. Now if you look, the fridge at the moment, I can't remember how I set this up. I did it roughly this morning because I'm not going to use this one. I'm getting the, as I said before, I'm going to get the Wi-Fi one. It's at 20.5. I've set it at 20, so it's just, the temperature's fluctuating. But if it goes up, I think I set it at 20.4, I'm not sure. Did I set it at 21? Can't remember. I think it goes above 21, it'll cool it down. It goes below 28, 18 or 19, it'll cool it up. We'll cool it up. Warm it up. Obviously, when I get the Wi-Fi one, I'm going to screw it up there properly, permanently, I think. I'll put it there so I can keep an eye on it. And then the plugs, I will cable tie up out the way underneath. Left it at the moment rough because, as I say, I'm swapping this one. I shouldn't really be using this. I'm going to pack this away in a minute and box it. Don't tell anyone. That's between my pumps, out the way, nice. Electric will be all tucked away under because I don't want to get it wet. But these pumps on use at the moment anyway. So that's it. That's sitting at 20 degrees now. Is it working? I suppose it is. I'm just watching to see what happens, to see if it goes above or below. Right, thank you for watching. I'm worn out. That's done me in that. Those two videos doing that beer. Quite stressful. It's my first lot of beer, to be fair. Stick your fingers now again, because I just moved some tins outside anyway, whatever. Yeah, so these Inkbirds, they seem to do the trick. I'm quite... Got up to 21.1. I can't remember what I set the temperature at, but yeah, I bought the Wi-Fi one because I can actually see myself sitting indoors getting a bit anal about it, and analysing it on a daily or hour basis, a bit like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, you know, looking at it every 5 seconds to see what's going on. But I think it's a great idea because you can analyse what's going on. I mean, at the moment, I'm looking at it now, it's 20. The fridge is 21. So I've set it at 20, the fridge is 21.1. So it should kick in, go too high. I can't remember what I set it at. It should kick in and start cooling it down. But again, I can't remember. I think it might be 22, I'm not sure. 21.5? I don't know. Can't remember. So I'm waiting for my Wi-Fi one to come through, really. So I only played about with that. Actually, let me have a look. You press the set button, hold it. Press and set, hold. Right, so 20. 2 degrees. So the high is 2 degrees. Low is 2 degrees. And then you've got an alarm on here. So the alarm is 120 because I haven't done that yet. And the low alarm is 40, minus 40. So 2 degrees. So we press and hold to set it. So that's 2 degrees. So it's 20 degrees at the moment. When it gets to 22, over 22, that will start cooling it down. Some people set it at half degree. I set it at 2 degrees at the moment, just playing about it at the moment. As I say, I'm not set it up properly. When I get the Wi-Fi one fitted in, I'll set it up properly and leave it. You shouldn't need to fiddle with it, but it's one of those things I'm like with technology, I like to fiddle about. But wow, I've done it. I've made beer. I'm going to open the lid now. Shall I open the door? No, I'm not going to open the door. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Don't have a mouth for this. Right. Thanks for watching, people. I'm going to tidy up and pack away. Get everything sorted now, ready for the I don't know, next few days to see what happens. And I'm looking forward to. Let's check Amazon, see where this parcel is. Last I looked, it's meant to be coming through today. Last I looked, it wasn't even dispatched. Nah. Bit naughty, not even. It says on the way. On the way, delivery estimate Friday. Track shipment. Not even out for delivery. Bit disappointed with that. Disappointed Amazon, disappointed. It's always when you're waiting something and you want something. It'd be different if I didn't send this one back quick enough though, wouldn't it? Eh? You'd be up me backside about that, won't you? Oh well. So I'm just reading a message from Andy Axton, one of my subscribers. Hello mate, I'm just doing another batch myself. Doing a couple of short vids for you if you think it might help, but how can I think? That'd be Andy. Just upload them to YouTube, Andy. If you're watching this, mate. I've done mine now, mate. If you watch the videos, I've done mine. These will be live soon. Okay, right. Listen, must go. I'm going to have a tidy up. Upload these videos. What's it say now? Yeah, I think it's working. It's working. That's the kiddie, Inkbird. Time to tidy up. See in a few days when the beer's on the go, and we'll come down and have a little look, see how it's getting on. And I might do a little video on the Inkbird Wi-Fi, set the temperature, high, low. Just briefly, it's got high, low temperature, an alarm temperature that goes above the temperature or below the temperature, sets off an alarm. Hence, I bought the Wi-Fi one because I didn't want to be away and the alarm goes off, and I didn't want to upset the neighbours. Yeah, a good bit of kit. Celsius, Fahrenheit, you can set it on. High, low temperatures, temperature you require it at. The delay temperature for when the fridge switches on and off, because you don't want the fridge switching on and off all the time because it'll damage it. Yeah, good bit of kit. Heater I've got again was the Thermostat, a Glen Dimplex UK one off Amazon. I'll put a link below if you want. I think it's 1.5 foot long, that one. Just fits in. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. More videos coming soon, people. Especially the drinking video. I think that'll be 40 pints. And if that comes out lovely, we're going to sit down here. Just think lockdown's coming to an end. Get some lads around the garden. Euros starting. In the garden. Double doors open on your bar. Euros. Bit of music. 40 pints on tap. Can't go wrong, can you? See you later. Bye bye.